What's going on, everybody? This is Jaden, and welcome back to a new reaction video. And welcome back. Sometimes I just forget my intro. What's going on, Jaden? Welcome back to the video. In this video, we were watching, and welcome back to a new reaction video. And in this video, we're watching the Sarah Jane Adventures Season 2, Episode 1, The Last Sontaran, Part 1. Sontaran? I think it's Sontaran. Weren't there Sontarans in Doctor Who? I think there were. Season 4. It was the Sontaran stratagem, whatever you call it. But we're back with the Hooniverse. We're starting off. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense in my mind to call this year 5 of Doctor Who. Because, or would this still be considered year 4? Let me check. This might still be considered year 4, but I consider the end of year 4 the end of Doctor Who season 4. Hold on, let me check. So, you know what? I'll still consider it year 4. I mean, I'll consider this the in between period, because I want to say Doctor Who year 5 is season 5, but again, it doesn't really make sense in the way that they uploaded their content, but it makes sense in my mind to call, Doctor Who season 5 year 5, Doctor Who season 6 year 6, Doctor Who season 7 year 7. So yeah, so I'll still consider this year 4. I'll just consider Sarah Jane Adventures season 2 year 4 of the Hooniverse. But we're gonna continue. We're going to continue year 4 with the Sontaran stratagem. As I am recording this, the live stream hasn't been done yet. I'm really pumping up this live stream. What if no one joins? I'm kind of worried for that. But I am planning a live stream for the end of Doctor Who season 4. But by the time you're watching this, I think the live stream is already done. I just don't know. If you're watching this on YouTube, because on Patreon, it's a whole in advance or 2 weeks. I'm not sure. But it's still February when I am recording this, and it'll still be February when I'm uploading this, hopefully. But I'm just gonna say this month of February is gonna be super busy for me, so I might not have all the time to make videos, but I'm gonna try. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what is going to go on with Sarah Jane for the last Sontaran, and let's see how season 2 is gonna start off. Let's see if it starts off with a bang. Full reactions on Patreon.
I've always loved the night sky. As a child, I would lie in bed, gazing out of my window.
Why does it look like this? Oh.
Counting the stars, then dreaming about what might be out there. But I never dreamt that one day I would find out.
30 seconds.
What are they doing?
I know this is a radio telescope, Lucy, but that's not really the sort of thing we tune into here.
Oh.
Story down. Astronomy's just I Spy.
Well, chemists smell of formaldehyde. Astronomy is science gone rock and roll.
Well, something's definitely got all shook
Oh.
up on Rigel Beta 5.
She looks like the sister from Toy Story. Sid's sister? What? What'd she just see? A Sontaran? Those big, meaty potato things?
Then it's no and nothing has changed, has it?
Maria, this new London office, a job like that could change our lives.
More than they
What does that mean,
know
New London office?
I mean, Xylox being turned to stone, alternate realities. Anything else is just money.
You know what, you're right.
You're done for, Boney. Enormous, you're a duke. I have divided your forces. You're out.
They're using Mr. Smith
Don't stand a
to play
chance.
video games.
That's the problem with you, Bonaparte. All mouth and short trousers.
There's a report on the news about a village called Goblin's Copse. Apparently last night, people saw strange lights in the sky.
What
This is
happened?
incredible.
I know, but I said it would change our lives, but this would be so much more.
Are they moving?
It's fantastic.
Are they moving?
Are you sure?
What are you asking me for?
Because this isn't just a job offer, Maria. This can't just be up to me. This decision involves you.
I thought Mr. Smith
Is this Maria's exit?
in connection to the lights last night.
Is this gonna be Marie's last episode?
The Tycho Project radio telescope is based at Goblin's Copse. Mr. Smith is bright, but he doesn't have a journalist's nose.
They love getting rid of main characters.
What's going on?
Strange lights in the sky, a creepy sounding.
I'm talking about torture with the Owen and
Fancy a ride into the country?
Tosh. I'm still salty about that.
All the radio telescopes in the world couldn't monitor all of it. You mean they're always looking the wrong way?
And let's face it, most aliens don't want to be seen.
Until they're ready to jump us. Why do I get the feeling they're about to do it again?
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Hello?
It's like the Mary Celeste.
Everything's operational.
But no sign of life.
According to the data records, the antenna was in place to observe Rigel Beta 5 last night at 22:08. But there seems to have been a burst of interference.
Around 10 o'clock. That's when villagers said they saw lights in the sky.
So the people of Rigel Beta 5 don't like telescopes being pointed at them. They come down to sort it. Like popping a paparazzi on the nose.
Something in the woods. There's something in the woods.
Uh-oh. You gotta make sure there's water, Clyde.
In the woods. It chased me. I fell, hit my head. Dad, maybe it's got him.
Calm down, it's all right. What did you see in the woods?
I couldn't see it. It's like it was there and it wasn't.
Like it was invisible.
It's got my dad. It must have.
Look, don't worry, okay? We'll go and find him.
You have a look around the observatory buildings, but don't...
I think those,
Received.
I think they look a little older. Not a whole lot older, but like a little bit older, you know.
Lucy's
So I think she's leaving. I think Maria was just a season 1 character.
Should we ring the police about her dad?
I'm not too mad if she leaves.
could handle. My instincts tell me...
Because I always liked Maria, but I wouldn't be too upset if she
Also
leaves.
tell me there's something you want to tell me.
In America.
Nothing stays the same forever. If there's anything I've learned in my life, it's that. People always move on.
Oh, Sarah Jane is hurt.
This.
You can tell.
I don't want to leave you.
All the same, you must.
Please don't. I'm sorry.
No need to be sorry, Maria. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful life in America.
They make they make Sarah Jane weird whenever like
America?
she has to deal with loss.
You've only just finished
Her mom looks different.
decorating.
It's the job of a lifetime.
Oh, I just want to pause real quick. They make Sarah Jane so weird. Like they make her shut out. I mean that is her character. I'm not saying it is a flaw, but I'm saying that it's a good flaw if it is a flaw, if any. But they make her character like she shuts out everything. She shuts out all her emotion whenever something like this happens. I wonder why. Like when they thought that Luke had actual parents, she shut down all her emotion and dismissed all the kids. Now that she thinks that Maria's leaving, she's shutting down all her emotion and dismissing Maria. I just wanted to say that.
She wasn't expecting this. Neither was I. Didn't think anything could surprise me now.
You never know what's around the corner, Alan.
If we go, Maria has a lot more to give up than I do.
And my little...
But
Where?
he's invisible. Let's see if it's the potato things. Is it?
There. Run!
Oh shoot. Oh wow, they're running pretty fast. And they look a little bit taller too. Oh.
Come on.
That's pretty cool. It's like jelly.
Lucy, please, you have to listen to me.
Why? I don't even know who you are.
Believe me, I know about things like this. Tell me about the lights you saw.
They were the size of footballs.
The Vocasian hordes of Metavorka 6 traveling spacecraft about the size of a coffee cup. And I believe what Lucy saw last night were some sort of drones.
Spaceships. You're talking about spaceships here.
This is a private scientific facility. Visitors are not welcome.
Miss Smith is a journalist.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but there's no story here. The lights were ball lightning, a rare but fascinating meteorological phenomenon. Your imagination, Lucy, that's all. Now, if you'll excuse us, I'd like to take care of my daughter.
There's something wrong here, Sarah Jane.
Yes, his body language was all wrong. He didn't look like a worried father who's been out hunting for his missing daughter. In fact, he didn't act like a father at all. It's Luke.
Uh-oh.
Dad?
They left at the wrong time. She know what it is. She knows what it is. What is? That's their ship. But they got all blown up in Doctor Who. What happened here? Oh. Yeah.
So off bait spots.
Uh-oh.
Where are you going? As far away from Kettlehead as I can get.
We have to go back to the telescope. Lucy is there, and her father. Whatever Card has done to him.
I don't get it. What does an alien want with a radio telescope anyway?
I don't know. Whatever Karg is up to, we have to stop him. Maybe I can fix what Karg has done to the Professor and find out.
Put it down, female.
Wow.
How do you know Mum will be here?
Lucy.
Think like your enemy. You didn't escape me. You saved me the trouble of your escort.
What about my two friends? They escaped.
Half-forms. What trouble can they cause?
Unfortunately, there will still be no end to your war with the Rutan host. But knowing Sontarans, that's probably the way you like it, isn't it?
Wow.
You have encountered my kind and survived. You are indeed an extraordinary female. We infiltrated your automotive technology to introduce Caesar.
It was episode 6 and 7, actually.
Atmos.
Yeah.
The
Atmos.
Sontarans had Atmos. The sky had burned.
We were tricked.
How?
A man they called
The Doctor.
Of course. I bet that must be quite annoying.
I was being dispatched to Earth from the battle fleet when he destroyed the mothership.
Yeah, I remember that.
Defeated by a single man without so much as a weapon in his hand. But I'm a commander in the Special Assault Squad, trained to operate behind enemy lines. And as long as I have breath, I am undefeated.
We guide them into the sea, Clyde. I think Karg is planning something much more dramatic.
My scans detect more than
Wow.
3,000 satellites orbiting your planet. Your primitive but deadly nuclear reactors on Earth will make effective...
Primitive?
Trigger a nuclear chain reaction that will wipe out all life.
When they're in the primary position of alignment, a signal from the telescope antenna will bounce across the satellite network and trigger their fall in 45 minutes.
Oh.
We have to do something.
Our battle intelligence on semi-developed organisms is incomplete. The countdown will give me time to expand it with the experiments I shall perform.
On them?
On you.
Don't you lay a finger on him, I won't let you!
Defiance
Ooh.
will be eliminated.
Wow. They just shot her. They did not just shoot her like that. Okay. They did not just shoot her like that. The Last Sontaran Part 1. Okay. This was a good... It's a good episode. It's a good episode, but... I don't know if I would have liked the Sontarans for the first ever episode of season 2, but it's a really good, it's a good introduction. You know, I kind of count episode 1 being part 1. Like, obviously episode 1 is part 1 and episode 2 is part 2. That's obviously how they wrote it. So, you know, part 1 is more expositional, part 2 is more climaxing resolution. But I just wish they didn't open their season with an alien invasion. They always do that. They always do alien invasions. So, you know, I really liked whatever happened to Sarah Jane because that wasn't really an alien invasion, and yeah, whatever happened to Sarah Jane wasn't really an alien invasion. They don't want to take over the Earth. I mean, he didn't want to take over the Earth, but it was like different. But that's the one thing. The one thing that I will say that I don't like about, let's say, Torchwood does it really well. Torchwood, the one thing that I do like about Torchwood that I don't like about Doctor Who, um, is that Torchwood doesn't always have alien invasions. They have earthly. They have they have aliens, but they also have Earth problems. Like they have rift problems. They don't always have aliens who try to take over the Earth, but it feels like in Doctor Who and Sarah Jane, they're always having aliens who try to take over Earth in some way. So that is one up that Torture. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just making assumptions of what I watched so far. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but as of now, it seems like Torchwood does it really well, where they don't always have an alien invasion going on. They have earthly stuff going on too, as earthly as you can for a sci-fi show. But Sarah Jane and Doctor Who seem like a lot like seems like if not every episode is some sort of alien invasion. And of course, Turn Left wasn't an alien invasion. Neither were like the Stolen Earth or Journey's End. They weren't really alien invasions. The Earth just got moved. So yes, those weren't. Neither is Silence of the Library or Forest of the Dead. So I am eating my words a little bit. But you get what I'm saying. Like Partners in Crime, the Sontaran Stratagem, Poison Sky, uh, and the Unicorn and the Wasp were all like aliens coming to Earth. But this season, I will say, um, season 4 of I'll talk about this more in like my live stream, so you would have already heard this. But I will say, season 4 of Doctor Who is probably my favorite so far. I think I go season 4, season 2, season 3, and season 1. Because I really like season 1. Sorry. I'm recovering from being sick, so that's why I sound kind of weird now. I really like season 2 because of Impossible Planet, that two-parter, School Reunion, Tooth and Claw, The Girl in the Fireplace, and the finale, and Fear Her. I did like Fear Her. Fear Her. Some people didn't like Fear Her. I liked Fear Her. Love of Monsters. That was the. I will say, Love of Monsters is the worst episode of Doctor Who. Well, like the first 10 minutes was good, and everything else after that was just weird. It was weird. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this season of Sarah Jane, though. I just kind of wish not every episode was some sort of alien invasion. And I'm not saying that every episode will be. Whatever happened to Sarah Jane wasn't. It kind of was, but it really wasn't. But yeah, so let's see if next episode is Maria's last episode. But yeah, so I want to say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.